Hopefully the mic sounds better today. This is actually going to be the first time I've been able to play without having to really talk super quiet. So that's pretty cool. Just give me a few moments here. I'm going to get some other things set up real quick. Probably wondering why I'm standing there naked. So we'll do the recap from last night. I should have live streamed last night. I really should have. I don't know why I didn't. It ended up being some of the most fun I've had playing this game since I've got the game. It was cool. So the way it kind of started is last night when I was, away from the game throughout the afternoon. I'm in a couple social media groups based around the game, and a lot of them are trader groups and stuff like that. Different weapons, weapons for caps, weapons for salvage, so on and so forth. And I made an arrangement. It was actually pretty funny. It was a legitimate post, and it devolved into a shit post, courtesy of a couple trolls. Not me this time. But long story short, I arranged a trade with this fella for I'm going to check my stash now. I believe it was a Assassin's Dragon. I could be wrong. It was either Assassin's Dragon or anti-armor. It was the Assassin's Dragon he hooked me up with, which is a legendary 1-star 45 dragon, 10 plus damage to players. It's a good PvP gun. I wasn't so much concerned with the PvP status as I was just the fact that it's a dragon. I've been looking for that gun for a while. So I make that trade, give him the caps, give him some stim packs. He gives me that. He ends up hooking me up with a couple other cool guns. And we noticed there's a nuke zone at White Springs, so we ran over there, dicked around this nuke zone for a while. It wasn't really too good until the very end. Not a lot of legendaries, but there was some good XP. And there was a lot of higher levels, 70s, 80s, 90s. And we ran away from that one. And I wanted to go get some gears and some screws and some stuff like that, so I was going to go through the Enclave bunker. So he gave me a couple cool pieces of power armor and some other stuff, and then that dude left. And then another guy that we had been doing the nuke zone with, or the blast zone with, he came down into the bunker, and him and I ended up talking for a little bit. And he gave me some cool shit. I hooked him up with a couple things. He took my 308 sniper rifle and modded it out to a 50 cal, which I've been looking for one of those for a while, so that helped me out significantly. And then we went and decided to run through Ratoga, which I've been really chicken shit about running through there. But with him being, level 92-ish, level 92, level 94, somewhere in that ballpark, I was pretty safe. We found a bunch of cool shit in there, and I ended up getting another dragon. That one was an anti-armor dragon, which is significantly better than the Assassin's Dragon in terms of the legendary perk that it comes with, or the legendary effect that it comes with. So him and I went and did our thing, did some farming, and then the server lagged out on me, and I got booted. So I get back in the game. I go to my camp, look at the screen, my camp's fucking gone. And I was parked out right by the Poseidon Energy Plant. It's a place I like to park at, so I can every once in a while do the Poseidon Quest workshop event thingy, so I can get some fusion cores. For some reason I have a really hard time finding fusion cores. It doesn't seem like anyone else does, but I do. So I usually will do that like once a week and try to get like 12 fusion cores or so. But someone had plopped I ended up in a server where someone else had a camp where I was, and I was pretty salty. Like, really salty. Like, as you're seeing right now, I'm trying to find a spot to put my camp back, and this just ain't working out for me. And this person who had this camp was like a level 22, level 24. They had a lot of water purifiers, nothing really too fancy. So I walked around there for a little bit. I was stomping around. I was mad, throwing a little hissy fit. And, I made my mind. I decided that You know, it was nothing personal. I told the guy too. I got on the mic. I told him, you know, man, this ain't nothing personal. It's business. You know, I had a camp here, and I'm pretty butthurt that you took my cool spot, and it's nothing against you, but I got to do what I got to do. So I got my super sledge out. Dude was like he wasn't exactly begging, but like he wasn't exactly thrilled at the prospect about what I was about to do. You know, he's just some dude, you know, lower level walking around. He's got a pretty decent camp, walking around in some leather armor. You know, nothing really high level. And I got this 50 cal light machine gun and super sledge. So yeah, things didn't work out too well for him. He tried to do some tried to come after me as I was, you know, and rightfully so. Tried to come after me while I was tearing his shit up. And I chopped him up once, and he tried to come after me again. Chopped him up again. I took out all of his shit, his purifiers, his workbenches, his stashes. I told him in particular, I was like, nothing personal, but fuck your piano. I shot the shit out of his beautiful piano he had, that I'm sure he was really proud of. And again, it wasn't anything personal. I was just, you know, had to do something. I ended up getting like a 300, 400 something cap bounty before Buddy dropped out of the server. So I, at that point, logged out of the server myself. And went on one of my Facebook groups and said, hey, you know, I explained what happened, what I did, why I did it, and that I had a bounty, and I offered, you know, anyone, you know, first come, first serve. Here's my gamer tag. I'm parked at Morgantown Station. Come find me. And right as I post it, I decided I'm going to jump in a game and go wait there. And these team of 4 guys, they're all like in their level 70s, level 80s, running around in power armor, all with the southern accent. They see me and they immediately just blast that bounty on me. And I thanked them because, you know, I wanted the bounty gone so I could keep playing again. So I thanked them, like, hey man, you know, enjoy the caps. And I told them the story. They were laughing their asses off. And I was telling them about how, you know, where my base was and, you know, where someone had plopped it. So I told them where I was going to fast travel. So I fast travel over to, you know, the station by Charleston, by the Poseidon Energy Plant. And sure as shit, there's another person with a base in the exact same spot, and the person's not there. So these guys, like, I'm pissed at this point. And these guys are laughing their asses off at me. And I told them, I'm like, all right, you know, I'm like, I'll give you guys each, you know, 10 stim packs. If you'll just hold a perimeter for me and just let me just do my thing here. And then once I'm done, I want to go out of this world the way I came in, bloody, naked, and screaming. So I'm going to stand up on top of this little cliff, and you guys can shoot the shit out of me and get my bounty. So they were all about it. So yeah, Super Sledge 50 cal once again. I chopped up their shit. This dude's shit. They let me know, like, hey man, the guy's running in. We see him on the map getting closer and closer. So they didn't shoot him, but they let, you know, I chopped him up and finished off his base. He came back. I shot him up again, and then he dropped out of the server. And then I gave them each their stim packs for their service. And let them shoot me up. So yeah, I really, really wish I would have got that on the live stream last night. That would have, it was probably about maybe a 2.5 hour session, but it was a damn good time. I think y'all would have enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. So today, I'm finding materials. I'm getting my caps back. Basically, finally paying the real price for all of last night's shenanigans. When you know I don't have enough caps to move my base. This is where I'm standing now. I think we can take care of that though. Sell some shit. I find it hard to believe I don't have enough money to actually my camp. Alright. Ditch that hunting rifle. I got that one for sale. I don't know if there's going to be any lower level players that can actually get any use out of this. I'm going to post it up on my group right now real quick, see if anyone wants it. See if I can get, like... I try to go less than half of what the game says the value is, just to sort of be fair. So, if anyone's watching this and you want it right now, PSN is Tony Benke. No space, just like the name on the stream. I'm looking to get 80 caps. 80 caps is good for that one. I'm going to post this up real quick and then find some other shit to actually sell to the vendor. I hoard all these uniforms, but I really don't use very many of them. I might as well sell them. I kind of like that. Maybe we'll keep that. Shit. I'm gonna sell all those.
Requisitions now available.
So, back to that story a little bit, about having those two dragons now. Obviously that Assassin's Dragon I'm not going to be using, so I'm organizing something in one of my groups, and I think I have enough people now. You know, I bought the weapon off someone who gave me a really good deal on it, and when I said that the post was kind of like a, kind of devolved into shit posting, it was me basically. Every time this other guy offered caps, I was one-upping the guy. But, I mean, in all fairness, you know, me and the seller and everyone else did agree I was the first that did make an offer on it. But,
be sure to stock up while you can.
He was, someone else was really salty that he didn't get it. Basically what it comes down to. But, I ended up getting another dragon anyway, so in all reality, I didn't need the one that I ended up buying. And I just don't feel right about, you know, selling it for more than I paid for it or what I paid for it. So, I kind of got a Thunderdome thing going on with one of my groups that I'm in, where basically it was, there's 8 contestants, and it's going to be tournaments, you know, one-on-one, tournament style, until there's, you know, the final winner.
Welcome.
It's going to be no armor, either fist fight or hatchets, unmodded, level appropriate to the death. And at the very end, whoever wins, I'm giving them the Assassin's Dragon. They're getting 40 rounds for it, 50 caliber balls. And then I'm also giving them 250 caps. And then they have the choice to either PvP me, and if they win, they get the second... they get a second legendary weapon of my choosing, or if they don't want to do that, then the runner-up can get the legendary weapon of my choosing. So it's kind of my way of entertaining myself when I play the game and trying to get something entertaining for other people to watch. And it seems to be pretty popular in this group I'm in, and a lot of people are all about it. We're thinking we're going to do it up at Tyler County Dirt Tracks. That's kind of got an arena vibe to it. It's got a workstation, so we can build a little ring in the middle. But that's going to be fun. I think we're shooting somewhere possibly next weekend. Obviously, you know, if people over in Europe and, you know, all different time zones, North America. It's going to be hard for everyone to sync up, so we got to figure that part out. But yeah, this is I'm really turning out to really enjoy this game a lot. So, you know, it gets its hate. I can understand why there's people, you know, who don't particularly care for the game, but you know, I like it. I'm gonna stash that one. I like my super sledge. Like I said in my other videos, I got that little run that I like to do, the Morgantown run, and since this is where I'm going to put my camp, hopefully, someone who's watching jumps in. I mean, if so, it is what it is.
Ammunition and gear.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Morgantown run here. See if I can get some stuff to get some caps. One of the cool things about when I was playing last night is I don't fancy myself an expert in this game by any means. But I know enough to be dangerous in terms of, you know, doing what I want to do. But I was talking to builds and perks with some of these higher level players, and what I got going is kind of more of an all-purpose build. It's not something specialized towards something. Like I said before, what I run is kind of more of a rifles and melee. I know you see me, I got this pistol right here, but for Morgantown, everything's so low level that it doesn't really matter. But, again, it's all low-level bullshit, but the low-level bullshit you still get money for it. Plus, you know, you find the stim packs, which just make those diluted stim packs. If you got the right perks, you're doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm really in bad shape. I kind of went overboard last night. Guess you'd call it a griefer's hangover, maybe. Pay the price the next day. Had so much fun the night before, don't realize what you're getting yourself into. Oh. Yeah, I guess that'll be the theme for today, is just recovering from a night of basically the shit-posting version of playing this game. Started out fun, was incredibly productive, but in the end, it didn't do so hot. Excuse me for one moment. I'm going to keep the stream going, but I'm going to stop the mic for a few.
Attention all responders. This is a top priority message. Radar has spotted an inbound cargo bot. We've got to secure the landing zone so we can make the drop. We need those supplies, but the cargo bot's going to attract attention, so get ready for a fight.
Voice. Me and the missus trying to figure out what we're gonna eat. We're both playing gaming. She's actually she's playing her ESL right now, which I'm gonna be streaming some of that probably tomorrow maybe, or probably on Tuesdays and Thursdays next week. I'll be streaming ESL with my wife, so you can hear us banter and bicker and talk shit back and forth while she schools me on that game, because that one's not really. I like the game a lot. I don't give it the dedication or the time that I do to, you know, Fallout games, or I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy. I'm also a big fan of old retro, pretty much just the Mega Man games. But I do love the Elder Scrolls games, like Major. I've been playing that, you know, since Morrowind, but I never have given ESO the time that I truly feel it does deserve. You know, it's watching her play it, playing it myself. It is a great game. I just, you know, it's one of those games I don't like playing without her. Even if we're not playing together, as long as we're, you know, side by side and she's doing one thing, I'm doing another. If I have any questions, she steers me in the right direction for ESO. So, like I said, on times when her and I are both gaming, I plan on live streaming those probably Tuesdays and Thursdays during the week. Okay, actually, I take that back. So we'll probably do it maybe Wednesdays and Thursdays back to back, because those are her fishing days, so she says those will be pretty boring days for me. I've been totally ignoring this event. This is a simple event, low-level shit, a lot of low-level loot. If you're like me and you know, blew 400 caps last night on the Comedition and decided to destroy 2 different people's bases and then get naked and let someone shoot you to oblivion and pay 400 caps for it. And actually, no, I ended up at like 600 because I got like 350 for the first server, and then when I jumped into the next one, I got a second bounty, and then I went to town on that other guy's. So yeah, yeah, kind of like hard drugs in real life, being a griefer in this game. You know, no matter how much fun you think it is, you're always going to pay the price the next day. And I went from having well north of 1,000 caps to, after a few essential fast travels, maybe a couple hundred. But I was smart enough, before I decided to be an asshole, I dodged all my junk. I gotta pull the mic real quick. I don't know how long this stream is going to last. You know, I'll try to go as long as I can, but there are some prior obligations that may or may not interfere with it today. Our roommate is in the process of moving out, so depending on when she gets here with her moving vehicle and, you know, the amount of help that's needed and so on and so forth, will determine if I gotta, you know, make this maybe a two-part one. But like I said, right now, nothing really exciting. I'm just trying to get shit to scrap shit to make shit to sell shit. It's kind of the old tried and true formula for these type of games. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm thinking probably Wednesdays. Definitely Wednesdays if, you know, we're both available to game, and possibly Thursdays. I would like to do an ESO day with my wife where we'll talk about, you know, while we're playing ESO, her and I will both talk about, you know, husband and wife gaming stuff. I mean, we're expecting a baby, so that's cool. You know, it's actually kind of funny. There's a lot of different groups, you know, now, you know, with the whole social media aspect. There's groups of like gamer moms and dads, and the whole becoming a parent world it's pretty fucking cool. It's like opening a box of little treasures that you didn't know were things. It's cool. The expecting parents crowd are, you know, very welcoming, and, you know, and the people who already are parents, you know, then we got a lot of friends who are either have recently had kids or aren't expecting, so that, you know, definitely gives us hope that, you know, our little Freya's not going to be growing up alone. You know, at least we'll know a lot of parents, you'll have a lot of friends. The town we live in isn't exactly the smallest town, it's not exactly the biggest town. But it's pretty close to one of those everyone knows everyone type scenarios. So, I don't know. I mean, it's still kind of surreal to me. I don't even feel like I'm 31 years old, and I turned 32 in March, so I don't even feel like I'm my age. That's still something I'm coming to terms with, and it's like, man, next June, I'm gonna have a daughter. You know, I mean, it's like this year we bought a house. It's like, you know, time's always been a weird concept, and aging in general is just really strange to me. But I dig it. I got aches and pains. I bitch about people in my yard and stuff like that. I do the old crotchety bullshit, but I still like to, I think, freaking end up fun. I think I'm a fun dude. But yeah, so that'll be kind of the thing when we play ESO is we'll bullshit talk about that. We have our you know, aside from gaming, obviously, you know, this isn't all we do. I work as a machinist. My wife works as a graphic designer and you know, in the marketing sector. So that's, you know, she gets to deal with some really neat shit and make some pretty cool shit. And then as a machinist, if any of you are from any of my social media groups, you know, you've heard me talk about, you know, how I get all pumped when I see like a stupid lathe or you know, a mill or a surface grinder, you know, detailed in this game. But I get to make some pretty cool stuff at work, so you know. And then fishing is definitely a thing that we're really big on. Kayak fishing in particular. I did that for several years, and I lived down in Florida. Moved back up here, took a break from it, and the wife and I got back into it a few years ago and done some tournaments. Obviously, with the pregnancy, she's not going to be doing it this year, but this coming year. But this past year, she participated in KBF, which is a kayak bass fishing. It's like it's literally a competitive professional bass fishing league from kayaks, basically paddle or pedal powered kayaks. And she participated in a couple of their events this year. With buying the house and, you know, renovating the house that we bought, it was very difficult for her to you know, participate in all the events, but she did do a few, and it was a rough year fishing overall. But you know, ask any of my fishing buddies if you're into fishing, or if you know you are one of my fishing buddies. I'm sure you know. This chick pulls in, you know, 4 or 5 bass to my 1, and you know, she's pulling in consistent 18, you know, 19 inches to my 14, 15 inches, and I've been doing this longer. She's just awesome. She's a prodigy at the shit. So, you know, whenever there's an argument, it usually ends with her telling me that she catches more, better, and bigger bass than me, and I go and cry. But yeah, I can't tell I love my wife, so that'll be fun. Those ESO sessions I'm looking forward to. And then I've been mentioning doing some retro Mega Man quite a bit. I got the old what's it, the Capcom or the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. It's got 1 through 6 on it. And I have a buddy of mine who is into the genuine retro games, like the consoles. He collects it. He's just as into the retro ones as I am, even though I'm, you know, more of an emulator, you know, ported to different consoles just because that's accessible to me. But he's got, you know, all those old consoles. He's got arcade machines. This dude is just a memorabilia collector fanatic. And him and I had been talking about maybe running through each of the Mega Mans, starting with 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's all this game disc includes. And just, you know, sitting there, you know, bullshitting back and forth, maybe getting a bottle of vodka or whiskey or something to that effect. And, you know, each time someone dies, you have to take a shot and pass the controller. We pretty much called it that by the end of Mega Man 1, we're both going to be hammered, because that's common knowledge. That one's more or less the hardest one. 2, I can usually one-shot that one, maybe, you know, die once or twice. My buddy, he can one-shot that one. At the most, he's going to die maybe once. So, yeah, 2, I don't really see there, you know, being much drinking going on during that session. 3, he has a hard time with, according to him. 3 could be hit or miss for me. That game is notoriously glitchy. It's got a lot of laggy spots in it. It's been like that since NES. All the ports are the same. I have yet to play a port that isn't glitchy, but without intentionally glitching it, because we don't do our runs with any glitches in that game, or those games at all. But without intentionally glitching it, if you can time the laggy spots and, you know, the frame rate drops or whatever, if you can time those right, you can actually use them to your advantage without actually, I guess, exploiting them. So, I don't know. That one's hit or miss. We could get drunk, we might not. 4, I can go through that one with maybe only 2 deaths tops. That one he just recently beat, so if he starts that one out and I'd get a couple intentional deaths early, I can probably ride the first, you know, boss level, or the first 8 levels. Cash. Card. No, cash. Let me, excuse me 1 second. So yeah, like I was saying there with Mega Man 4, I think that if I intentionally get my deaths out of the way early and have that buzz early on in the game, he'll obviously, you know, die a little bit early on in the game as well. But if we get buzzed early, the first 8 levels aren't difficult for me, so he can, you know, do his part there. But then once we get to the Wily stages, I should be pretty sobered up, and you know, I can breeze through those for us. And yeah, 4's never been too hard for me. 5, honestly, I don't think. If anyone does a shot, it'll probably be 1 for me, 1 for him. I can typically one-shot 5 all day long. And then 6, honestly, neither him or I have ever even beat the first 8 Robot Masters in it. So we've never given it the time, so that'll be a learning experience for both of us. So back to this. I'm going to sell all that bullshit that I got for my little quickie Morgantown run.
Requisitions
you get some good caps for it.
Available.
I'm gonna keep the lead pipe. I always keep the lead pipes, just because to me those are the salvage for making bullets is worth way more than the bullshit single cap you get.
Free supply here, citizen.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know what I get for the pickaxes, so maybe we'll scrap those and see what we get. I don't know what I get for the pipe wrenches, so we'll go and see what I get for those. We'll check the component view.
Available here.
The hunting rifles, I sell all those. I didn't actually realize how over encumbered I was. Holy shit. That's one thing, like I said before in my other video, and I did in my other video, but I'm no longer doing it at all.
I am authorized.
I was at one point using some of the inventory glitches. I've never used the duplicate item duplication glitch. I've never glitched my stash box. I did glitch grind through 2 levels. I went from 42 to 43, and then I went from 47 to 48. So full disclosure, you know, I have glitched. I was using the inventory glitch probably for about 3 or 4 days until I started really, and I'm not trying to get all preachy about this or anything, but I was using that glitch until I realized what it did to the servers. I really wasn't putting 2 and 2 together. I'm kind of, I shouldn't say I am, but I was ignorant as to, you know, how the servers and the resource allocation for, you know, your inventory and stuff, you know, how that and the players and the limitations affect the server performance. So in my first video, you did see me do the inventory glitch at the very end. You know, like I said, my excuse, I'm not going to say it's an explanation, it's a straight up excuse. My excuse with that is just that I was running out of time for the stream. I try not to go more than 2.5 hours. 3 hours just seems a little excessive. And I was closing in on that number. And I wanted to just fast travel back to my camp so I could, you know, dump my shit. I wasn't even barely over the limit. It was actually after a Fort Defiance Scorch Beast in Dealey.
Ammunition and other.
Man, this vendor bot's driving me fucking nuts. Yeah, it was after a Fort Defiance Scorch Beast thing, and I was like barely over the carrying capacity. So I was unglitched in Fort Defiance talking with this dude. And him and I, we were looking for a workbench of some sorts, because he was over encumbered as well, and he didn't want to glitch either. And the conversation kind of went, hey man, you know about the glitch? Yeah man, I know about the glitch. You know, like I said on the stream, I was like, you know, I'm live streaming, I don't really advocate glitching, I don't want to do it. He's like, yeah, neither do I, but I think I'm going to do it in a pinch, because I couldn't find a bench. So him and I both basically convinced each other it was okay. And yeah, we ended up doing that inventory glitch that I'm hoping they do patch out now that I see the damage it does to the servers. We were, yeah, we ran that inventory glitch, and I went where I had to go, he went where he had to go. This is driving me fucking nuts. I can't find anywhere to place my fucking camp. Like, oh wait, I think somebody actually told me a trick. So yeah, that's the long and short of it. That was when I glitched, that's why I glitched, and I don't glitch, and that's why I don't glitch anymore. I don't really know where I was going with that, other than, you know, you won't see me glitch in this game. So when I made that comment there about how I didn't realize I was over encumbered, if I would have realized it, you know, back when I was glitching, I would have done it. Now it's like, okay, well, that's the price that I pay for the weight that I carry. You know? As you see, I'm kind of also ignorant to the building mechanics of this game. Still, we'll get it all sorted out. I think now that I did that, I should be able to put my house somewhere on here. tree, isn't it? Well, I guess we're gonna just foundation this place's life away. Might fuck up my purifier situation, but again, it's the price that I pay for putting my shit wherever I put it last time. Alright. What is the hang up here? Try something different. Oh, that's right, I can do that. Well then. Well, I guess you guys get to watch you build a new camp. I didn't really want to do that today, but fucking way she goes. I don't really exactly care if the aesthetics are the same as the last house. I just like to do a 3x3. It's just the easiest for me to do. I guess I'll kind of explain why I build what I build too. Now I'm hoping that if this one gets blueprinted, because I'm building it on the foundations or footings or whatever the fuck you want to call them, I should be good for placement. Actually, somebody did tell me a trick that I'm going to try here. Maybe we'll try this next time we got to build it, because I don't like the way that happened. So I guess if I got to rebuild again, I'll rebuild again. Let's see, we got that. Let's put the doors up. Side of the hinges on the inside. You want it to open inward. Put some hinges on the outside. You know, some doors open out, but not this guy's doors. Yeah, standard 3x3. That I guess I'll make it handicap accessible. I had them with a different set of stairs. I wonder if it took them. Yeah, maybe sweet. I'm gonna need them back here. That one might be a problem. I guess we'll make that a porch. Guess we're making one hell of a porch. That way. have a way that I like to set my pumps up, but the way this base is laid out, I'm not sure it's going to work for me, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Put a set of stairs over there. I'll put my pump right there. Looks like I can put a set of steps right there. So I can put my water purifiers probably right here. Generators. I have 3 of these I like to run. I guess I'll put the long stairs up here. Wonder if I got room. Oh, right there. Throw another. Stored. I like to set all my generators up top. I keep one small one on the inside for my actual lights. I keep these ones up top for my purifiers. Someone's starting shit. Take some meat. Definitely take some meat. Hell yeah. That's why I like this spot over here by Morgantown, aside from it being so close to a, oh man, do I got a sniper rifle on me? No, I don't. Aside from it being so close to a trading spot in the Morgantown run, as I like to call it, is a lot of rad stags here. You know, grilled rad stag. If you're over encumbered, eating a chunk of grilled rad stag is a good way to fast travel to a stash. That gives you some extra carry strength, carry weight. If anybody is watching, I see I only got like one person watching, which that's fine. You know, I'm really, you know, not in it for glory or nothing. I'm just streaming for fun. But if you're watching it and you've watched any of the other stuff, just let me know how the audio quality is in my mic compared to you know, my other videos. Hold on one second. I got a dude that wants to take that weapon I put up for trade. Yeah, he's gonna buy that. It was a Vampire's Gatling gun. It's a level 35 1-star legendary. You regain some brief strength with each hit, or a brief amount of, sorry, I'm getting fucking mush mouth here. Gain brief health regeneration when you hit an enemy, which that's a good, if that's your build, that's a great weapon. And if that's closer to your level, you know, 35, you know, everything typically tops out at 45 or 50. But I was thinking about going that route, but I decided to go with heavy guns instead of energy weapons. So I've been holding that one for a while, and I figured I'd give it to someone. The game values it at 198 caps per the item info. I always try to go just a little south of half of that when I'm peer-to-peer trading online. So hopefully, you know, 80 caps. It sounds fair to me for that gun. That sounds like a fair price. And it helps me rebuild with, you know, considering the hit that I took last night, acting a fool. Alright, so I got some boiled water. I'm kind of sitting in bad shape right now. Let's see if I got any food that's about to expire, and we'll eat that. I'm going to take this bobblehead right away. There's a Radstag meat. We'll drill that up a little bit. Have some Radstag burger, Radstag ribs. I think that's what we get. I think we get Radstag ribs out of it. Either way, if we're looking at an apocalyptic situation, that wouldn't sound too bad. Like a state one had disease chance. Yeah, that was what I wanted to do. Oh well. Alright, let's start throwing my benches back up. I got my generators going upstairs. I want to wire up my water towers now. Or my water purifiers now. Got some asshole fucking scorched. Level 1, I'm gonna beat you with my butt stock. Butt stroke. Gives me that. Yeah, if anyone's watching, just throw a comment down. Talk some shit to me. I'm always up for a good troll session. PSN is Tony Benke, one word, TonyBenke. I will, you know, I'm always looking for people to play with. Got some entertaining, you know, want to run some quests, want to drop a nuke, want to go hassle some people, and then, you know, give them caps and rebuild their shit for their trouble afterward. If you like to grief like a raider and be an asshole, that's cool. That's, you know, they designed the game for that. When I'm griefing people, obviously last night that's what I did, but for the most part, if I'm griefing someone, I make sure that the griefing that I give them is worth, you know, the griefing that they get. I'll usually throw them some caps and some shit, or I'll, you know, send them a message or whatever and let them know, hey, I'm going to rebuild everything I destroyed. I just wanted to let some aggression out after they already got the bounty on me. But yeah, if you want to do some of that shit, or, you know, if you got a team and you want to run around and do some griefing, just have me follow you and provide color commentary. That could be a good time too. But I'm just waiting for this dude. This dude that wants to buy that Gatling gun, and then once that dude wants to that shows up wants to buy that Gatling gun, we'll make a trade. I guess I'll throw my benches up for now. I'm gonna go with the same layout I had last time. Just because I don't like change. I like to throw that little generator in here for my lights. I usually keep that guy right here. And then I like to put I got a cooking station. I like to use the stovetop. That guy lives right there. Next one up, I'd like to put my chemistry station down. He lives right there. I'm gonna actually go add this fella real quick that expressed interest in that firearm after I bench up here. So there's my weapons bench. Where's my tinker bench? My armor bench. There's my tinker bench. I feel like something else goes there. I guess just not seeing the stuff's fucking with the aesthetic. Alright, yeah, I remember now. It gets tight quarters over here. Yeah, I'm going to drop my benches and I'm going to go add that guy. Move everything over. Ass hair 3. If anyone's actually wondering, you know, the term ass hair, the UE folks have a little more colorful term that's a little bit more derogatory than an ass hair that, although I say it in regular speech, you know, amongst friends, I'm not going to go ahead and say it on this live stream, but an ass hair is actually a measurable, it's a unit of measurement. You can get yourself a set of micrometers, any Harbor Freight. It is 3/1000ths of an inch is a ass hair, a body hair, not a scalp hair, not a pubic hair, but a body hair. It's 3/1000ths of an inch in diameter. So for you UE folks, Canadian folks, basically everybody but America that uses you know, the metric system, your 3/1000ths of an inch. Man, hold on one second. Basically 3/1000ths of an inch is like 0.07 millimeters roughly, so it's yeah, there's your measurement. Someone tells you to move something in ass hair, that's how far they want you to move it. Do with that knowledge what you will. Again, I'm not going to get super crazy about the aesthetics about my wiring. I know it's for shit. But they didn't exactly give you the same robust wiring capabilities as they did in Fallout 4. So, not bitching, just stating. You know, I don't know, actually. I haven't really looked into it, so, you know, there might be plans for it, and I might not know that. So it could be an ignorant statement on my part, but to my knowledge, there are, you know, no really cool conduits or anything like that that we can make use of. I'm going to go with different lighting than I did last time here. See, here's a glitch that Bethesda knows about and is not patching, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'll explain to you how it works. I'll actually show you how to do it. It's not a cheating glitch. It doesn't affect your gameplay at all. It literally just affects aesthetics. So if I can be of help, you know, in that sense, if you're about aesthetics, I'm going to be. So bear with me for one moment. We'll place some lighting. I'm actually going to stagger it. So we got so everything's all lit up over there the way it needs to be. I got my bed. Let me throw my table. I'm gonna put all my I'm gonna put one table down in here. This is kind of again where that glitch comes in. Throw that table right about here, and a folding chair. I do need somewhere to sit and drink. What do we got here? Oh, it's my end table for my race car bed. With my little lamp on it. I guess I'll keep the guitar indoors. No, you know what? Because I want to have the guitar with I want to have all the instruments together. So, I guess we'll set up some instruments over here. That's a decent view right there. Without taking up too much real estate. We got the guitar player and the banjo. Got another generator that I don't know why I have, but I don't need. I'm not really big on turrets. They don't do dick diddly squat. They kind of help with Scorched, though, so I'm going to place this one at the outer limits of the boundaries, and maybe you can get some of those fuck right off the Scorched. Oh, it's right ahead a upright lamp in here. In this corner. I don't know if my power grid's... Yeah, see? That's the, that's why I have another connector over here. Because of the power grid. There's still a glitch. I haven't seen it in this playthrough, or in this particular session yet, but where you run the wire and it totally goes like tits up, ass backwards. Like all over the place. It still connects where it's supposed to, but visually it should not be where it is. But, I don't know, they might have fixed that in the patch, I don't know. I didn't see it in the notes. Looks stupid, I don't really care. Right now I'm still just waiting on this dude to come buy this gun off me, so just have to give you a little base setup. Yeah, like I said, the turrets don't do damage for shit. They're pretty worthless. What else do we got stored that I can possibly take advantage of? Okay. That works. I got another lamp that I just don't need. Maybe I can do something different with it. Oh, that's right, I used these instead. I had one of these right here. So yeah, we're gonna store that one. And then, oh, we lost it. Well, fine. I guess that one will go right over here. Fire pit. I always like a nice little fire pit at my camp. I don't know why. Throw that fucker, I guess, in the middle of the porches. Throw some seats in there later. Yeah, right there. Damn, I should almost put the instruments down there. What do you think, wife? I got a little campfire in here between my little ramps up to my base with some chairs. But then also, up here on the roof, I made roof access for my generators. I put a guitar and a banjo. Should I put the guitar and the banjo down by the fire pit instead? You can actually play them. I gotta pull the mic. Still good for now. sounds like my turret's pretty pissed off with something. But now, I think I'm actually going to put the instruments down by the fire. That sounds like a fun idea. So, just put that right there. We'll put those right there. I hear ya. What's up, dude? Are you the fellow that wanted to, or no, you're not him. There's someone that wanted to buy a Gatling gun off me. I might have some pretty cool shit for you for your level. Some legendary shit if you're interested. I can probably throw it your way for free. Let me take a look, see what I got. Let's see what I got, dude. I might have some cool shit for you. If not, I can probably build you something too if you want to hang tight. I got my benches. I don't have any good weapons. Let's see what I got for armor. Nah, it's too. That won't work for you. What type of? Do you mind if I look through your inventory real quick? See what kind of weapons you have. I might have some ammo for you. Trying to hook people up. All right, let me see what you're running with. 308. I might be able to help you out here. Let me see what I got. If I don't have it here, I'll have it in my stash. I'll give it to you for free. I got 24 here, and I got some more in my stash. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to you for free. Stuff. Hook you up. Did that go ahead? Oh, I got a couple other things I'm going to give you, too. Let me see what you got for stim packs. See how you're sitting there. Oh, you're sitting fucking good. Yeah, go ahead and accept that ammo. And I got a couple more rounds in my stash I'll get for you, too. Actually... Here, I'm going to back out of the trade. I'm going to pull it out of my... Oh, you got it? I'm going to get it out of my stash. Yeah, I got a good amount in there for you. Let me, I don't think I'm using anything 308. As long as I'm not, man, it's all yours. My pistol's 10. My combat rifle's 45. Yeah, I don't think I'm using 308 right now. Light machine gun, but I'm selling that, so that's level 50, so that's a little, yeah, I got some 308 for you. Hang tight, I'm going to drop it in a bag on the floor, you can have it.
Now trading for supplies, ammunition, and
Alright,
gear.
I'm going to drop it so you can get it. Enjoy, my friend.
Resupply here, citizen.
So far, this particular match, or session, whatever you want to call it, doesn't have any shitheads in it. It has some good people in it, so this is a pretty good live stream so far. I like it when you run into, you know, good people in this game. Hard to come by. Not always. There's actually, you know, a pretty good, vibrant, welcoming social media community that you know, that's where I found a lot of the, you know, cool folks that I play with. So we got someone running up here checking out my base. Yeah, he's on his Pit Boy right now. Yeah, it's always cool doing these live streams and having someone pop on in. You know, it's always cool. You know, it really does show the multiplayer aspect of this game. Like I said, it gets a lot of hate, but, you know, look at this right now. Homeboy's doing his thing. Oh, he hooked me up. Oh, shit. Black titanium scrap. Hell yeah. See, that's what it's all about, man. It's all about people helping each other out. You know, I didn't need the 308. Since I currently have that gun for sale. But, you know, that dude right there, gave him some ammo, he gave me some crafting materials that is really going to come in handy for my build. So I'm going to scrap this junk, get kind of back on track here now that I got my base built back up. I'm going to scrap all this shit that I'm not using. Gonna make some ammo. Alright, I don't get any lead for a pickaxe. I don't get any lead for a revolver. I don't get any lead for a, Alright, so I need to make 45. I got 50 cal balls, so that's, I want to test the dragon out, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm not ready to unleash the dragon. I'm going to... Man, that's that rifle that homeboy gave me last night. I'm going to take some pictures. I'm not selling... Things that are given to me, I don't sell. I don't feel right about doing it. I will give them away to help someone else out. I'm going to reload this light machine gun. I'm going to let it go for $1.50. I like that. I'm not letting that go. I'm going to let that one go for 1 T-caps. And then this one's already for sale. So, post these up in our group real quick, and then hopefully I get some bites. The one bitch about this spot is the Scorch that'll keep shooting at me, but their damage is piddly. It doesn't really do much. What did I say? I said I wanted $1.50 for the LMG. Post these up real quick. Alright, so maybe we can get 170 caps or so out of this. Probably 150 total. If someone buys that, I'm going to throw the other one in for free just because I got to clear some space up. I really taking advantage of them 200 pounds of extra shit that everyone's giving us. Man. Oh, old smokers. I gotta make some repairs. So I think I've been here long enough. Are these running? No, they're not. Alright, that's what the other generator's for. I remember I needed a couple kicker jennies. Close enough. Good enough for the girls we're fucking the way, you know, as my buddy says. Pretty crude, but I like it. Pretty fun. Alright, we should have pumps pumping now. L appear to be powered. Yep. Alright. I don't like where that's sitting. I want that to look nicer. Wallet. Wife ordered us pizza and roommate some pizza, and they're doing the moving thing, and that's, if you're watching this and you're American, I know you totally get it, that it's a tradition, when you're moving, you eat pizza and you drink Coca-Cola or beer or whatever, what have you. So obviously, their roommate moving, we decided, I went out and got a 12-pack Coca-Cola and ordered about $40 worth of pizzas. That way, we can help her get her things loaded up, and she's moving out, and we're gonna help her get on that. Yeah, so we got a bunch of pizza. Do that. They just brought the U-Haul back. So like I said, I may have to cut the stream short at some point. If I do, I'll be back on tonight. I don't work tomorrow, and I go back on morning shift Monday, so I will be pretty much available. I'll be on probably around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, probably for about 2 hours. I'd like to say it'll be a daily thing, but at the same time, as all of us do, there's other things we have that go on in our lives that sometimes require more attention than, a lot of times require more attention than this, but if I can do it, and I got my other shit taken care of, this is where you'll find me. At least this time of year. Once, summer rolls around, there'll be a lot of fishing. A lot of fishing related videos, outdoors related videos. Obviously with our daughter coming in June, there's going to be a lot of videos of just me talking about different things, things I've done to this house to, help prepare it for our baby, lifestyle changes that myself and my wife may have made or are making, to prepare for this baby, financial changes, all the sorts of things that come with being new parents in this, world that we find ourselves in. So, yeah, the majority of my content's going to be, live streaming various games, mostly Fallout 76, Mega Man, and ESO, and Red Dead 2, but it's going to be pretty varied as the seasons change. Excuse me. If you're new to the game, or if you're not and you're wondering why the hell I'm just getting all this boiled water, I only drink boiled water and like soups and stuff like that to rehydrate. I save my purified waters for making stim packs because Radaway is so readily available that there really isn't much of a reason at all to waste your purified waters when you can just, boil up a couple dirty waters and, that'll get you through. A couple rads ain't shit in the grand scheme of things. So, I got a perk called Super Duper. And basically what that does is, like, you get a percentage where you'll get double what you originally were trying to make. So, like, Super Duper paired up with Chemist, as you're about to see right now. See that little logo that popped up over there by, the left hand of the screen? It's showing when Super Duper worked, where you got double the amount. So, I just ended up with a fuckload of water from that one. Yeah, I ended up with a decent amount of water for what I was doing. I always have to keep my water. Yeah. Inventory. So like now, I get double the yield when I craft. So right now, I'm going to make some stim packs. Normally I would get one for that amount, but now I get 2 stim packs. And then if Super Duper kicks in, I'll actually end up getting 4 stim packs. And now with the diluted, typically, you know, with like beginning of the game, you get 2 diluted per 1 stim pack and 2 purified waters. But now I get 4 of them, and if that Super Duper percentage hits, then I end up with 8. So this is how I end up with so many diluted stim packs. And like that, let's see where I'm at. I'm going to cut the mic for a second while I handle a few things. Yeah, look at that, 62 diluted stim packs. It's ridiculous. You know, you have that with, I think it's the perks called like Traveling Pharmacy. You have those, you know, that perk in there, and you know, look at my carry weight. For 62 of those, it's negligible. You know, I'm at the 2nd decimal place. So, you know, I like 6.2 pounds, you know, you know, you multiply that number by 62, not 6.2 pounds, you know, it's a 0.5, not a 1, am I thinking. Even so, it's not a lot of weight for what I'm carrying, you know, for the value that it holds. And I actually try not to carry any full stim packs with me unless I'm going to do something wild like a Scorch Beast event or something that I'm just super underpowered for. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put these stim packs in here. And then even purified waters, if I have them, I try not to carry those with me either. But yeah, I'm going to kill the mic here for a second, take care of a couple things. Actually not. Pop some motion, got a bit of a headache. So I'll be back shortly. I guess I'll leave you with this while I step away. I'm gonna do something here real quick. Mr. Bolt 2004, hi. Hello, Mr. Bolt. Thanks for checking it out. So I'm sure you just heard my mic volume repeating coming out of my phone speaker. I'm actually got another set of headphones and mic that I'm going to test out real quick, and I want to just kind of compare the audio. So if you're watching, this is mic 1. I don't even know how these other headphones sound. They might sound like rad-ass garbage, and I just might say screw it. But we'll call this one mic 1. I'm going to unplug this one and try the other one. I'm going to talk a little shit, and then I'm going to switch back to the first one. You let me know which one you like better. Okay, here's the other ones. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these at all. So I'm back. I'm going to turn the volume off on my phone now. Get back to what I was doing. So, yeah, I recovered everything from the initial thing that set me off the deep end last night. I got a camp rebuilt. It's not where I had my camp. It's not where I wanted my camp to be, but it's a fully functional camp. I'm back to where I need to be, and you know, that's a good thing. I still got to recover some caps. Still got to get some building materials. You know, all that bullshit. The fun ass grind. So I'm running with that. Let's make some 50 cal real quick because that's something I could definitely use. And I think I got the materials that I get. I know I gotta drink some water. Scrap this. No, I gotta repair my armor first and foremost. Who's hurt? Ooh, you're hurt. Right up. Oh, wow, I'm actually out of adhesive. Holy shit. That hasn't happened in a long time. Guess I really did go hard last night. Shit. So that noise it just made there, that super duper perk kicked in. So instead of getting 180, I got 360 out of that deal. So 360 plus 180. So that's a hefty amount of. I basically should have had 360 50 cal, but instead I ended up with 606. Well, yeah, that's somewhere in that ballpark. Either way, that's a lot more 50 cal than I had when I started, so I think I can afford to put away the pistol. What do I got for 45? Man, I don't have much 45. I'll put that away. I'll have the 45 ammo back. Wife just brought me some delicious food. I'll put the fusion cell away. 5.56 I'm gonna put away. I got my 50 cal, I got my 10 mil. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to run with. Fuck. And my super sledge. God, I love this gun though. Keep the 45 on me, that way I can keep an eye on how much I end up with. That my shit? That's my shit. That's my shit. Oh, we gotta go cook some rad skag. Unless I already did. With all this prep work you gotta do in this game. Cool, so I ended up with 3 instead of 2. That'll help me out. So I got my 3 weapons. Alright. I think we're going to travel with that. And let's see, what do we want to do tonight? Snag these purified waters out of here. Dump those. see what we want to do today. Let's see what we can do in 20 minutes. Drop my water back off here. Got plenty of boiled water. I got some soup. Yeah, let's see. Let me make some more boiled water here and get all, get all right. And at 1:40, we will see what I can get accomplished in terms of this general looting, scrapping, fast traveling, fighting, whatever the hell we'll see what I can do in 20 minutes of freestyle play. We're gonna go in with a subcar pistol, a fucking overpowered sniper rifle, and a rock solid melee. What do we got here? Wife ordered me something. She got me some pepperoni. What is this? What is this, black magic? Oh, she got me pepperoni strombolis. I won't accuse you guys of me eating that, or gross you out with me eating that, so don't worry about that. I know 2 nights ago I ate a Butterfinger or something to that effect while I was streaming. I did it unapologetically. I did apologize, I think. I don't know. Either way, I was fucking hungry and I think it's fucking good. I'm thinking, instead of doing some lower level stuff, I think I'm gonna possibly on my own run through Watoga. So I think what I might do is see what I can do in 15 minutes instead of 20, so I can take the next 9 minutes and really prepare myself, get, maybe, do something stupid like spend some money on some ammo, or at least some building materials to, make some ammo for my 45, because I really do like my 45. Man, I don't know, if anyone knows, let me know. Or I suppose I could just look it up, but a hardened automatic, combat rifle receiver. If one exists, if you have a plan for one, if you can possibly build me one, let me know what you want for it. That'd be really fucking cool. That should be good. I'm gonna grab some fusion cores. I'm gonna kind of get a little sissified with this. That's okay though. I got 2 100s. I'm gonna take the 2 100s. Actually, I'm gonna take 1 100 and then take my lower level ones. I'll take a 75 and an 85. Weapons, I'm bringing my combat rifle. I mean, I really could bring this fucker, but that's really low level for what it is, so I'm gonna maybe pump the brakes on that. I'm bringing this guy with me. I'm putting my orbital strikes away. I'm not going to use those anytime soon. I know a lot of people like them. I know exactly why they like them. They're effective. But I'm not fucking with it. Something's fucky with my perks. This is fucked up. It actually, I have more carry weight without my power armor on. This doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess it is what it is. That's right, I'm just going to seal out. $60 right now, so $75 right now. Yeah, hardened automatic receiver on a combat rifle. I know it's pretty much just an SMG at that point, like the fucking Tommy gun, but I don't care. If that exists, I want it. If it doesn't, it is what it is. Okay. Only got 99 rounds for that fucker. Yeah, I think this is going to be a 15-minute run. I got 4 minutes to go here and back. You know what sucks too about putting my camp here is as happy as, you know, as good of a location as it is. It's such a likely location to spawn into and already have someone there and end up getting blueprinted.
Ammunition and other supplies available here.
And getting blueprinted is just, it's a real kick in the pickle. There's nothing happy about it. I mean,
now trading for supplies, ammunition, and gear.
It's worth it. I got 48 caps. Let's see if I can make that worth what it was. I only try to run with maybe
ammunition and other
2
supplies available
stims.
here.
I do like to keep some psycho on hand, and I'm quite a fan of that. Rad-X, Rad-Away, you know, the essentials I like to keep.
Requisitions
I haven't actually ever
now
used Excel. I don't
available.
know to the effects. That's like a stealth one, it looks like. Alright, do we got anything that I can sell? Oh, I don't know. What's he buy diluted stim packs for? I can come up with a couple
Welcome,
of those.
citizen. I am authorized to trade supplies.
No. He can motorboat my gooch about that one. Hold on, I probably got some shit I can come off of. mean, I know that's valuable, but I really don't use this. I don't know if I can sell this. I don't believe I can. So that can just chill right there for now. And I'll bulk that when the time comes. Glass. You can have that glass. You can have a ceramic. Man, I really don't use fertilizer that much. Rubber, I use a little bit, but you can have some. Alright.
If you have supplies
This really might be...
to trade, I can be of service.
If this stops lagging, I can actually make something happen here. Hell yeah. Nope. That's what I bought. Alright, cool. I got enough caps to do what I gotta do now. This is gonna be just under 15 minutes. But we're gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna do the golf course. If there's at the golf course, then we'll just have to go to Watoga from there. Oh, Jesus, what am I doing? Alright, we should be set now. Alright. Nope, let's call it now. Fuck it. What can I do between now and then? I haven't modified any power armor. I haven't even got into that yet. These are all just mishmashed pile of shit of good shit, not bad shit, but just a mishmashed pile of what the fuck ever. Okay, we're in all right shape for what I want to do. We'll use the rifle as the backup. Alright, let's see. How's the golf course look? Golf course is busy. How's Watoga look? Fuck it. Alright, so we're gonna see what I can do between now and the 2-hour mark. But if I'm in the middle of something, when we hit the 2-hour mark, then at that point, we'll keep going until I wrap up that particular little thing. Like if it's killing off a small little swarm or getting to a spot where I can fast travel. But yeah, as soon as the 2-hour mark hits, priority's going to be on fast travel. Alright, we're going to head north into the city. I'm only going to be looting mobs, I think. Just in, I don't know. I'll drop and consolidate shit as the needs arise. For now.
Initiating search for hostile target.
Alright, we're getting good shit here. Alright, I don't know what's up with the epic music, but something's going on. 2 perk cards I'm doing. I gotta get my rifleman out. I got Master Rifleman is the only one that maxed. I got Rifleman and Expert, or Master Rifleman maxed. I don't have Expert. Alright, I'm back. Just had to pop the mic out for a second. So yeah, I'm just going to push north until I start seeing little red dots, and we're going to make the little red dots pop off the map. Alright, so far, I'm getting some epic music, but I'm not really, seeing anything too impressive. I'm just gonna go with the old standby. Like I said, we're gonna go until I hit the 2-hour mark, see what I can do here between now and then at that point my priority is going to be the fast travel, and we'll wrap up the live stream. I don't know why, but I got a feeling that this epic ass thing probably is going to be really disappointing. Like level 1 Ibot. Haven't seen a legendary yet. There's like earthquake shit going on, so I don't know what the fuck is up. Yeah, let's see what we got going on. No, it's not what I thought Yep. Oh, what up, dude? Alright, we got a legendary protector on. Level 38. Auto spin. Ooh. Let's see what's happening on that. Oh, 3-star legendary? Hell yeah. Now we're starting. life-saving. Revive yourself? No shit. Okay. Party now. Alright, so got about 6 minutes and a few seconds left before I gotta put this screen doing it. Dude, I don't know who else he is. Everything I'm finding I need, so that's cool. Alright. Map and the smell tells me I'm looking around these parts. Level 80 Scorch Beast. I think we're going to end this a lot quicker than I intended on. I'm going to put this level 3 Protector on. And I'm going home. I don't want to play anymore. Not what the Scorch Beast means. Alright, we're getting down to a minute 30. trying to fight my way.
Attention, citizens. You may now resume your normal activities.
I think if I just chill in here for a second. I don't know. Maybe no one will fuck with me. Seems legendary. I think I evaded the scorch. Alright. I think I can run to safety from here. Started shit my pants. There's obviously some fuckery going on in that house and I want no part of it. Fucking scorches. I think we're good. I think we're good. Should be able to go back to camp and show you the items I got, and we'll call it a night, call it a day, whatever. Alright, we'll get ready to wrap up this, sorry, I don't know if you could hear me or not. I said earlier in the other one, my mic tends to get stuck up under my beard, and makes it kind of hard to hear me. But, I said, you know, figured, you know, see what I could do out of a quick little Watoga run. And I got, I think, 4 legendaries out of the deal. Just wanted to get that rad stag real quick for that meat. But we're going to wrap this up here. I'm going to show you what legendaries I got. And then we'll call it a day. So, for weapons, I ended up picking up a Furious Gatling gun. Damage increase after each consecutive hit on the same target. Plus 50% limb damage, plus 50% damage resistance while aiming. So, since I'm already speccing up my heavy guns, I'm going to keep that one. So that one's not for sale. And I picked up that one good weapon. And then I picked up a couple pieces of armor. Get on my power armor real quick and I'll show you. Some that I'm probably going to equip, which if I use them, then I'll have some armor pieces for sale as well. Auto stem, fiberglass, combat armor, left arm. So I can fiberglass, that's strongest. Now reinforced. So go with reinforced. Auto stem reinforced. I mean, it's a little weaker than what I got, but the auto stem is pretty cool, so I'm gonna use that armor. And then we got a life-saving leather chest piece. When incapacitated, gain a 50% chance to revive yourself with a stim pack once every minute. 1 intelligence, reduces damage while blocking. I don't block by 15, but I could, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to put that one on. Get rid of the weightless one. What does that weigh, actually? Let's see if that was worth it. 3 pounds, yeah, it was worth it. Life-saving chest piece 7.2. Didn't affect my weight. I was using Last Bastion, so Last Bastion will be for sale. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can modify this one. Oh yeah. Treated leather. And as usual, actually. Increases chem duration by 50%. That's pretty cool. I can maintain my carry weight. Oh man, my wife showed me a video real quick. Excuse me. Is that some dude drunk passed out? Alright, so this dude's wife is like passed out on the couch, and he's got like this remote controlled dollar store like RC car, like the one that you get your nephew when you forget to get him something for Christmas and you're on the way to Christmas dinner. He's got one of those things, and he's like driving it over his wife while she's passed out on the couch. And like when it gets over like her chest area and like up under her shoulder, neck, and chin, the wheel like starts bunching up and like pulling her hat off and bunching her sweater up and like rubbing against her cheek, and she didn't look very happy. I wouldn't do that to my wife. I don't know that I'd live to survive. I'm going to go with the biochem mesh. It's usually a toss-up between that and pocketed, but I find myself using pocketed less and less. So, I've just been managing my inventory a little bit better lately. So Last Bastion, that'll be up for sale. It's a level 50, 1 star, 5% accuracy with guns. I don't really have an issue with the accuracy that I notice too much. I will also have a weightless reinforced combat armor left arm, weighs 90% less and does not count as armor for the chameleon mutation. So I will have those 2 up for sale. I think that's all I got. Let me check. Yeah, I got plenty of salvage, so that's awesome. So, that being said, I'm going to scrap all the other shit. Just put it in the thing. I guess the next one of these that I do, we'll go through inventory management and why it sucks hoarding weapons, especially when you know you're going to use them at some point, and the best possible way to either get your money's worth for those legendaries that you're hoarding, and how to, you know, network with people, or, you know, really, you know, it's always cool to just help some random new person out. They dig it. So, that should do it.